Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlemagne the God, Just Hilarious is here. Envy is not. Lauren LaRosa is filling in. And we got the fabulous Coco Jones here. What's happening, Coco?
What up, Charlemagne? Hey, y'all.
Hey, boo.
Girl.
Nice
Thanks
to meet
for
you.
having me. Nice to meet you.
Coco
Nice to
got
see
a
you
new
again.
album.
Period.
It's your debut album.
It's my first album ever, yeah.
Why not more? I'm going to tell you right now, Def Jam don't care about you.
Oh,
And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. They sent your album at 7:44 a.m. this morning. And I said, no, we should cancel the interview because it's not fair to you as an artist, and it's not fair to us as hosts. And because you know you're sitting here now, and then you know people will be in your face talking to you about everything except for your music, and people will wonder why. Why are they always just focused on the mess? Why are they talking about everything but our music? It's because your label didn't send it until 7:44 this morning. We're doing a show. Who got time to listen to the album?
I thought that was super big of Charlemagne. When I initially saw this clip floating around Twitter, it was a bunch of people saying that he was being disrespectful. You know, he could have told her that offline. I think that he looked out. I think that he looked out for her by telling her, hey, your label is ruining your chance to get out there and promote your debut album. Your label is ruining your chance for us to give you a worthwhile interview because they didn't send it until 7:44. This is her debut album. We haven't had time to listen to it from front to back, from back to front. We haven't had time to pick out our favorite songs, to digest what the themes are. That's what he told her. He didn't go up there to say that to disrespect her and embarrass her, which I'm sure she is embarrassed. She thinks that she's got a label. They finally let her put out an album. She's on a big platform like The Breakfast Club, who has millions and millions of subscribers just on their YouTube channel. That's not even telling how many people listen to their live show, right? But she thinks that she's getting the opportunity to go and promote her music on this huge platform just to find out that her label doesn't even have the decency enough to just send an email. Put everybody in a thread, say, hey, this is Coco Jones's debut album. You guys give it a listen. Here's the interview schedule. And then just have everybody in that email and hit send. They didn't have the decency to do that. So what he's saying is your label doesn't care. I'm not saying that to embarrass you. I'm saying that to inform you that when we get in this interview and you're not getting the questions that you think you should get, and we're just talking about current events, this is why. It's not a fault on us. We were running a live show. And I think The Breakfast Club, I think they start around like 6 a.m. So if you send me something while I'm on air, while I'm working at 7:44, I don't have time to go back and digest that, right? Now, to The Breakfast Club's credit, and this one person specifically, Lauren LaRosa, she did say a little later in this clip that she did listen to the album. She said she's a fan. She said she was excited to meet Coco Jones and have her up there. So she did listen to the album. That's one of the 3 people that are there that were able to digest it. And she said she had to rush through it. But this is what Lauren LaRosa is known for. She's known for being a professional. She's known for going above and beyond. And that's why they were having a fallout, her and Just Hilarious, a couple of months ago. Because Lauren LaRosa is going to show up and do what she's supposed to do every single time. And this is just her being a professional, extending that same courtesy to not only just a guest on the show, but a person that she's a fan of. With all of this being said, I do kind of wonder how this is going to affect the relationship between the label, Def Jam, and Coco Jones, but also the label and Charlemagne, right? If you have an artist that's going on a press run, you want to make sure that you're hitting all those major media outlets, The Breakfast Club being one of them. But he just went out at the label and said, hey, they didn't even have enough decency to send us the album. Are they going to say like, yo, we're not sending any more artists up there? Because obviously they don't care about the interviewer and the host's message, right? They don't care about their platform enough to just have their artist's music in the hands of the hosts of the shows. I don't know. Maybe it's just something that reflects on how they feel about Coco Jones. And it doesn't really matter for their other artists, but it's bad business either way. Shout out to Charlemagne. He's calling it out. They may feel a way about that down the line. They're saying, hey, we're not going to send any more artists over there. If this is what you're going to do, you're going to call us out and tell them what's going on internally. But shout out to him. He absolutely did do the right thing. He made sure that Coco Jones was aware. It's not this interview, the way it's about to go, is not because we don't care about your music. It's that your label doesn't care about your music or respect what it is that we do enough to send us the music so we can digest it and ask you questions that are relevant to not only the current events, but also your album. So contrary to what Twitter's saying, I don't think it's disrespectful. I think he did the artist a favor. I think he did Coco Jones a favor. And this is her debut album. She wants it to be successful. I'm not really a fan of her music at this time. I may go listen to it just to check it out, see what's going on. I know her from Bel Air, so I thought this was super interesting for her to put out her debut album, but also for Charlemagne to stick up for her and advocate for the artist, something that he didn't have to do. He could have just let it ride and bullshitted through the interview and said nothing, and then her feelings would be hurt at the end. But those are my thoughts. If you like the video, subscribe to me back here for the next conversation. And if you have something to say, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Till next time. Peace.